I want to welcome everyone to tonight's meeting of Greenville City Council. Nice to have you with us. If you'll rise now for invocation by Councilmember Brazington, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Would you please join me in prayer? Dear Lord, we gather together here today intent on doing good work. We seek to represent fairly and well all those who have given us this important task of serving the public good. May our efforts be blessed with insight and guided by understanding and wisdom as we seek to serve with respect for all. May our personal faiths give us strength to act honestly and well in all matters before us. Dear Lord, we ask for your continued guidance as we carry on in our collective work, and we offer thanks for the many blessings that you have afforded us. It's in your name we lift this prayer. Amen.
Amen.
I
I
pledge
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Thank you all very much. That was a vigorous pledge. Thank you. Very good. Clerk will now call the roll.
Councilmember John DeWorke.
Here.
Councilmember Lillian Fleming.
Here.
Councilmember Ken Gibson. Councilmember Will Brazington.
Here.
Councilmember Tina Belge.
Here.
Councilmember Dorothy Dow.
Here.
Mayor Knox White.
Here. You have the minutes of August 10th, 2026, which will stand approved as submitted unless there are any objections. Seeing none, they are so approved. We have a few folks who signed up to speak to council tonight. We have a 3-minute rule, so there's the clock on the wall there, so just keep an eye on that and take comments at this time. Let's see, Elias Ryan. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Good afternoon, council. My name is Elias Ryan. I'm an electrician. I live in the Pleasant Valley neighborhood on the south side of town. And today I'm addressing the council in regards to the ALPR camera system, most commonly known as flock cameras. I'm here today to speak about 2 issues primarily. One of them is the potential for abuse from this camera system that our city employs. And the other one is something that I've called tourism vandalism. And I'll start with that because I think it's the more immediate issue. The flock camera systems that the city uses are, they're not difficult to find, and people who are seeking to vandalize the cameras are going to start taking action in the city to vandalize them and other public property. And I don't want to see that because I like for things to be kind of orderly and clean. And you're seeing a movement, especially in bigger cities, but it's trickling down into cities that are our size, of people coming from out of town or from in the town, but a lot of people coming from out of town with the intent to vandalize these security systems. And these security systems are not well appreciated by the public. Myself and my neighbors don't appreciate the surveillance system that's in place. But there are people who are doing things other than coming to speak to y'all about it that are going to cause a lot of problems for not just the security system, but also for public property around the security systems. And so I just wanted to bring that issue to y'all's attention because it's not something I would have thought of until I heard a news story about it this week about somebody coming from out of town to a town in Texas, driving across state lines to vandalize these cameras. And so I think that maintaining this sort of surveillance system acts as the creation of a target for vandals and criminals to do damage to them and to other city infrastructure. The second part I wanted to speak to you about was the potential for abuse from the flock camera system. The Greenville County Sheriff's Office had to fire 2 employees over flock abuses, Richard Mann and Lori Wilkinson. Ms. Wilkinson was a dispatcher, not an officer. Nonetheless, they both abused the flock camera system and were thus fired. The city of Greer had a flock abuse incident a few weeks ago, and just 2 or 3 days ago, suspended their flock camera system for 90 days following this incident of abuse. And then in the city of Malden, another officer used the flock camera system to flag her ex's vehicle 166 times. My wife lives in the city. I don't want her getting flagged by someone 166 times who's feeling vindictive or crazy for some reason. So I just wanted to bring this to your attention today, hoping that you would move forward to legislate the deactivation and removal of the flock camera systems from the city.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Billy Tyler.
Billy Taylor. Mayor, council, thank you for having me. I want to speak tonight about the surveillance network taking shape around us. ALPRs, facial recognition, phone, GPS location data, and private databases are not separate when they can be connected. I don't know if you guys are aware, but Flock did a firmware update last week. Anybody know what it does? You guys should. You should know what it does. So together they can build a detailed record of our movements, our routines, and our associations. The question is, what happens to a generation raised to believe that the government recording their movements without individualized suspicion, a warrant, or their consent is simply a normal part of leaving home? Researchers have not yet measured the lifelong effects of this technology. That is precisely the problem. We are building an environment first and asking what it does to people afterwards. A generation, bless you. A generation may come to accept the innocent people belong in a searchable database. Is that right? Citizens, and rather than government, must now justify privacy? That's not who we are. That's not America. A plate reader records where the vehicle was and when. Facial recognition attaches an identity. Location data reveals routines and associations. Each supplies what the others lack. It's called tech stacking. I work in cybersecurity. This issue is the power created when they are combined. And if we have one additional dollar in our law enforcement budget, shouldn't that money go toward crime prevention instead of crime solution? I would say yes. Here's a great example. In Colorado, flock cameras showed Chrisana Elser's vehicle, or a vehicle that looked like hers, pass through a town near the time of a package theft. An officer then turned that coincidence into a conclusion. He arrived with a summons already prepared, called the case 100%, locked in, airtight, and refused to hear the couple's evidence. He said that she could not, and this is his quote, take a breath without the police knowing it. Is that where we want to live? I'd say it's not. The camera produced a lead. The officer treated it as proof. She spent weeks gathering records to establish what our justice system should have presumed, that she was innocent. The police chief eventually voided the summons, but not without its impact on her. See, for the government, that was an error. It was a search and an interference, a summons. For the citizen, she had to take time off. It cost her money. It meant fear. It meant bullying from that police officer. It meant her expenses that she'll never recoup. She was in a position to do that. Most people are not. So the efficiency belongs to the government, and the burden, the cost of their error, belongs to the citizen. I ask council to pause further expansion and place a full public review on this agenda, publish the contracts, policies, sharing relationships, access rules, and audit results. We need to require enforceable limits and independent oversight before adding cameras, vendors, or integrations. These are our roads. This is our city. The last thing I'd ask every member is, have any of you met with any of these surveillance companies in the past, or do you plan to? Have you signed an NDA with them? Have you received any money from them? And if you do or have, you should expose all that to us, or let us all know. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Billy.
Mr. Tim Simpson.
How's it going, guys? Good evening. My name is Tim Simpson, and I'm a resident here in Greenville. And I came to ask you guys to lead on something. Right now, every trip you take across Greenville gets logged by automated license plate readers, which several of the folks here have already spoken about, and fed into algorithmic tracking and surveillance system, or into an algorithmic tracking and surveillance system that I and many others believe is a clear violation of the Fourth Amendment. And this is why. One photograph of my car tells you not a whole lot, but thousands of them, stored and searchable, become a mosaic of my life. Where I worship, who I visit, and when I see my doctor. Courts call this the mosaic theory, and the Supreme Court has embraced its logic. It's held that tracking a person's movements over time is a search that requires a warrant, because these scattered points add up to something that the government has no business assembling, on people who are accused of nothing. And like people have already mentioned here, we already know that the system can be turned on ordinary people because it just was. This summer, 5 employees of 3 departments around our county were fired for using these cameras to track people in their personal lives. They were using the system for exactly what it's built to do: pull up a searchable map of everywhere a person's car has been. The only thing that made it abuse was who they aimed it at. And the very same cameras are running right now, leased by our own police department, and logging every one of us and every one of you. Just last week, Oconee County showed us a way forward. Their county council had voted to advance an ordinance that they call Protection from Mass Surveillance. The chairman put it plainly: we have the Constitution to limit the government for a reason. The effectiveness of the tool doesn't outweigh the citizens' right to privacy. And right next door, Greer has paused its own cameras program to take a careful look at it. The upstate here is already moving with this, and Greenville can and should help take the lead on it. You guys don't have to wait for the legislature or county to act. That authority is already here in this room with you, the people that we elected. So here's my ask in 2 parts. First, let's get these cameras off our streets. Direct your staff to end the contract and take them down. Second, so we just don't swap one company's cameras for another, pass public rules that apply to any system like this, whatever the brand. No tracking our movements without a warrant, hard limits written into law, and a public vote before new cameras go up. A system this powerful, aimed at people accused of nothing, has no place in our city, no matter whose name is on it. I genuinely welcome the chance to sit down with any of you, share what we've learned at DFLOC, South Carolina, and be a resource however I can. You are trusted with this authority for exactly these kinds of decisions, and I'm asking you to use it to protect the people who gave it to you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mr. John Doran?
Hello, Mr. Mayor and council members. Good evening. I am here to represent my client on docket item Z-4-2026. We've been before you before. We are wanting to just give a quick update on some of the efforts. As you're aware, we are requesting rezoning of this property to an industrial designation for my client. We have tried to follow staff's recommendation, which did suggest support of this. We've gotten the first reading passed. We have expended a lot of effort with economic development, and I've talked with several of you to try to understand where we are with this. We have looked at no less than 4 additional parcels for those efforts, and we have not been able to find anything that's going to be suitable for the potential land swap or sale, however that would need to work. So we are asking for your support tonight to provide a rezoning of this property to IG designation, allowing my client to advance work in the same area in which he lives and work and has for many years. And we hope we can gain your support tonight.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Righty, we have a couple presentations tonight to make. 8A. Mitigate contest. Hi, how are you? Yeah, good to see you.
Good evening, Mayor, City Council. Excuse me. My name is Josh McGee, and I am a Senior Special Events Coordinator for Parks, Recreation, and Tourism Department. It is my honor tonight to introduce you all to Leon Franco. Leon is a 13-year-old powerhouse vocalist, musician, and stage actor, and recently he's been taken to upstate by storm. After first captivating audiences in the musical theater debut in the South Carolina Children's Theater production of Junie B. Jones, Leon has continued to shine on other stages across the region. And this summer, he soared to new heights in the city of Greenville as he was named the winner of the 2026 Gimme the Gig Battle of the Bands competition. Leon is the youngest performer to ever compete, let alone win the competition. He beat out almost 20 other local music acts to claim his spot as a performer at this year's concert series in Elma Square. A student at Rudolph Gordon School, Leon is already nationally recognized for his extraordinary vocal range, earning a coveted spot among the top 14 singers in the nation at the National Association of Teachers of Singing competition. Leon's star continues to rise with recent honors, such as being named Rookie of the Year for his show-stopping performance as Olaf in the Wildcat Players theatrical production of Frozen. He's also selected by the South Carolina Children's Theater as a featured performer at the 2026 American Alliance for Theater and Educational Awards ceremony. It's amazing. Up next on the horizon for Leon, he'll take center stage as the lead role as James in the South Carolina Children's Theater's season opening production of James and the Giant Peach. Like we mentioned, the Gimme the Gig. We invite you all to join us this Thursday at 5:30 p.m. in Noma Square as Leon takes the stage and performs as the 2026 Gimme the Gig competition winner. Please join me in a round of applause for this impressive young man.
Go right ahead.
I would like to say thank you to the community and to the city council for this opportunity in order for me to come here and be recognized here, because this is a great opportunity. I love singing. Singing is my passion. It's what I want to do with my life. And I'm so grateful for everyone here, all you community members, and even everyone over here, because this is just a dream. I never would ever think that this would happen to me in my life. So thank you guys so much.
We look forward to hearing him on Thursday, you said? This Thursday? Okay. If you can overcome your shyness, I think you'll really go far, but congratulations. Speaking of another shy person, Dave, I believe, are you the one? 8B.
You want me to follow that, huh?
All right.
Really? I'm not that guy.
You guys have talent too.
All right. We're going to start.
Excellence is not an act, it's a habit.
It's in the name Public Works.
Excellence is not an act, it's a habit.
It's in the name Public Works. We are here to help the public.
We just ensure we give the residents what they're paying for, the best quality service we can give them.
For 30,000 agencies that are inside this APWA organization, about 300 of them are accredited, which means that puts us at the top 1% of the nation.
We've always said we set the bar, and now we've proven it.
And all the divisions here, everybody at Public Works works together as one cohesive unit.
On a daily basis, I'm picking up roughly around 700 trash cans. I call it, if they ask me, I'm picking them up, putting them down.
I look at the parking garages as kind of the gateway to our city. Greenville is a walking city, but before you can walk it and experience it, you have to park your car first. So we want to provide a great experience to begin with.
Wastewater, we do a lot of investigating and maintain all the city's sewer systems.
Getting to know a lot of people, knowing that you help them with their repairs, their inquiries, and all the maintenance of their vehicles, making sure they're safe.
Excellence specifically for us is something that we try to achieve every day. It's something that we try to repeat. We go out there, we give everything we have to make sure that we're serving the community here over and over again. And that's one of the reasons why this accreditation is so great, is because what we did is we documented how well we did this, so that it's always something that we can repeat every day.
Not only are we providing a place to park, but our maintenance staff, they keep the garages clean. It just makes it just a nice experience all the way around.
It's things that people and citizens take for granted are the stuff that we help maintain and keep in order and make sure that it's okay. Because if there was no Public Works, I feel like the city and the community would notice it very quickly.
Honestly, it's a different experience every day, and I love the people that I work with.
I really enjoy the crew that I work with, face a lot of different challenges every day and problem solve together, and it's nice having people to learn from.
What I love most about what I do is having the satisfaction that our city looking good.
We work hard at it. It just shows the community also that, we're here for them and we just strive to be the best at what we do.
Well, Mr. Mayor, council members, this is a really special night tonight. I've been waiting 40 years to be up here in my career, over 40 years, to be able to talk about this. So it's a crowning achievement for me personally, but this is about the Public Works Department that we have in the city of Greenville. It's an amazing team. So every one of those team members, all of our supervisors and managers are here, but this is no small achievement. As you heard James say, we're number 231 out of over 30,000 agencies in the country. Okay, less than 1% have achieved this. The other two cities I worked at, there was no way. I mean, it's just too much work, it's too hard, and it takes too long. But we persevered, and here we are tonight celebrating this. So it reflects our strengths, our perseverance, and a unity of everyone involved, all the city employees. So Shannon, thank you, Brandon, Tara, for your support getting us to this point. I know it's been a challenge. Had a little bit of a segue there with our friend Helene coming to visit. So that was a challenge, but, and I know I'm in the South, so I should probably talk about the national championship, but I'm going to talk about the Super Bowl because this is our Super Bowl. Okay? This is the Super Bowl of Public Works. So I'm truly blessed and thankful to be the head coach of this all-star team. It's amazing, okay? I can't thank enough. First, I'm going to start with the guys in the white shirts, all right? Those are the managers of the divisions, the major divisions. So of course, Deputy Director Ben Carroll, right there. Well, I guess he's in a white shirt underneath the jacket. Solid Waste Recycling Manager Hal Crawford. Bill Foster, our parking manager. Where's Brad? Brad's over there somewhere. There's Brad Rice hiding back there, our facilities manager. And then, of course, our all-star fleet manager, Scott MacGyver. Your commitment, patience, and leadership often happen behind the scenes, but the impact is front and center. You serve as the backbone of our team, guiding, mentoring, and encouraging all of our team members to be the best each and every day. We also have all of our supervisors over here in blue shirts, I think. So those outstanding supervisors and team members are all the heartbeat of this city. As you saw in the video, we do a lot of it behind the scenes. People don't know until we do something wrong or something happens, then they call us. But they don't call us and tell us, you know, you did a great job picking up my garbage today. But anyway, every challenge, every long day has led to this and to our success today. I'm so proud of that. You guys are the best and you are true champions. You deserve the Super Bowl. But every Super Bowl has an MVP. And we have that MVP here with us tonight. Jennifer Simpson is our business and finance administrator. She's the reason we're here tonight. She put in hundreds of hours, nights and weekends, dogged every one of these managers in the field, everybody, until we got every single one of our accreditation points done. It's amazing. So you raised the bar, set the tone, and inspired all of us, Jennifer. Great job. And finally, really together, all of us, the whole city, from the mayor, council, managers, all the departments, and of course, all the public works team members, we all contributed to this. This is an incredible, outstanding achievement, very rare. I can count on one hand how many cities have an accredited police department, accredited fire department, accredited public works department, and an accredited zoo. And hopefully, we'll have public work or Parks and Rec next year. So it's an incredible achievement. We're really proud of it. So congratulations to all of my team. Let's celebrate. Let's carry this momentum forward and continue to strive for excellence each and every day. Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor and members of City Council. First, I just want to say I'm so proud to work here and to be a part of this team. It's a wonderful place to be. Tonight, I want to express my deepest appreciation to the many individuals and departments who made our APWA accreditation possible. This has been a long journey. Thank you to Helene. And we could not have achieved this milestone without a remarkable team behind us. I also want to extend a heartfelt thank you to the APWA members from our local, state, and regional chapters who have joined us tonight to mark this occasion. Your support, guidance, and partnership throughout this process have meant so much to our team, and we are grateful to celebrate this accomplishment with you. To the following individuals, Janice Sains and Athena Miller with Human Resources, Christina Junker and Laura Merrifield with Finance, Mike Spinelli with Legal, Ann Morgan and Mary Pate with Risk, Jill Schoolmeesters and Mike Jan with IT, and MJ Simpson and Beth Brotherton with Communications. Thank you for all your help developing policies and procedures and for the time you took out of your regular responsibilities to meet with the evaluation team this May. Many other individuals throughout most of our city departments were also instrumental in helping us put the necessary policies and procedures in place. It truly takes a city to go through this process. A special thank you also goes to Taylor Talbot and Pam Lambert for their assistance with the technology and logistics during the evaluator visit in May. Their behind-the-scenes support helped everything run smoothly. To all of you, thank you. Your willingness to give your time, share your expertise, and go the extra mile made a tremendous difference. Within Public Works, especially to me, our operations managers and superintendents were invaluable. In addition to fulfilling their already demanding responsibilities, they documented procedures, created manuals, and captured institutional knowledge, work that ensures we continue providing exceptional service for years to come. If I have inadvertently left anyone off this list tonight, please know that it was certainly not intentional. There were countless people who contributed their time, knowledge, and support throughout this journey, and we are sincerely grateful to every one of you. And last but certainly not least, thank you to our head coach, the Vince Lombardi of Public Works, Dave Derrick. Under Dave's leadership, we are inspired to aim high, set the bar for excellence, and serve the residents, visitors, and employees of the city of Greenville with pride and purpose. To everyone who helped get us here, thank you. The accreditation belongs to all of us, and we are proud to serve alongside each of you.
Now I'd like to introduce a past national APWA president, Mr. Bill Spearman, right from our own state of South Carolina.
All right.
Thank you, Dave. Folks, mayor, council, staff, citizens, it's with great pleasure that I'm with you tonight. I think the last time I addressed council was probably in 1991 when we were implementing a Stormwater Act. This is by far more pleasant. And I get smiles today when, what's the state doing to us? But regardless, so glad to be here. You've heard a lot about this process. You were evaluated on 241 practices. Just think about it. Just even having that many practices is remarkable. And it was done a peer review. This is not people like me or others, consultants coming in. These are Public Works folks who understand these folks do every day and how hard it is to do what they do every day. My mantra when I was president was the public works because of Public Works. And think about it. Florida and other people like to do is the first responder, and that's very important. But that Public Works, I mean, think about COVID. Think about the solid waste folks out working during COVID. They gave us a semblance of normalcy that we really needed. And then Helene, who could have imagined that a storm like that would have that impact? But you know what you guys did? You recognized them and let them lead the parade. Those quiet folks that don't get any recognition, only notice when something goes wrong, but you made them proud. And today, they're wearing an accredited seal on their chest that everyone will be wearing. That's a sense of pride. It's a pride in their community. And you've got a lot to be proud of in this community. My grandfather owned a house off of Lowndes Hill Road, and I had two aunts that lived there. And years ago, when I was a toddler, hard to believe, but we would ride the bus downtown to shop. You know, think about Mayor Heller, Mayor Workman, you staff, Mayor Knox, what you guys have done for this city. And you know, it's a perfect example of what you have done in the Public Works Department. You've made this a place where people want to live, and you've supplied them. One of the most impressive things I've ever seen in Public Works is when they move their equipment from the old facility to the brand new facility. And I have to tell you, that new facility is the envy of everybody in the state and for most of the country. And y'all invested in that, and you gave them a place to be proud of where they could do their work so much better. So, you know, and not only did they have to do the 241, this peer review group also recognizes other things that are done. And they actually saw 7 practices that this Public Works Department does that they're going to put out there that maybe some other department needs to do this around the country. So you're leading the way there. You know, I'm very, very proud of you. Very, very proud to say I've been in Greenville for many, many years and loved what's going on here. But I also have to say one thing. Yes, your coach is in the Hall of Fame. A number of years ago, he was named as a top 10 public works leader. So when you can see the leadership, and I had the pleasure of knowing this gentleman when he was in Florida. And when you brought him here, gave him the opportunities, oh, I said, where's this place going to go? It's only going to go up. So, I mean, he's a symbol of staff, just like he has everywhere else. But so today, I'm very, very happy to present today the plaque that signifies your entrance into the Accredited Agency Hall of Fame.
All right.
There is nothing more to add than what you said. Thank you so much for bringing that message. Thank you so much. We are so proud of this department, proud of Dave, proud of all of his team, and just words don't express, though you said it better than anyone else can. But I think, I'm glad you mentioned Hurricane Helene, because the day-to-day work that makes neighborhoods shine, it shows our commitment to neighborhoods. It's all expressed by our commitment to public works. But boy, when Hurricane Helene came by, that wasn't a test. You know, do we have that kind of organization? And we passed that test in flying colors, thanks to Public Works and everyone else in the city. So thank you for bringing that up as well. But we're proud of everyone, but thank you. And accreditation to all the different teams. We'll have to play that as a team sport. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, council, getting back to our agenda now. We have a public hearing first. We have one more. Yeah, public hearing.
Yes, sir. We have a proposed 75% annexation method of property located on Woodruff Road, Interstate 385, Smith Hines Road, Lovett Drive, and Prado Way.
Right.
So 75% annexation method for various properties off of Woodruff Road. Proposal is to bring them into the city limits. So pursuant to state law, there are a couple of things that we have to go through for this public hearing. So I'm just going to go through these slides and make sure we cover our bases. This item is relative to item 15F on your agenda, so first reading later this evening. The 30-day public notice, public hearing requirements have been met. The petition exceeds the requirements with 84.6% of the property owners signing petitions owning 97.6% of the assessed value in the annexation area. We have provided a copy of the petition for public inspection with the clerk's office, and that's been available in their office for review. Public notice was properly provided to a newspaper of general circulation in the community. It's posted on the city's bulletin board, and mailed notice was provided to all required parties, including taxpayers of record, chief administrative officer of the county, public service and special purpose districts for the area, and all fire departments in the annexation area. The property description is available in the lobby for review, another state law requirement. I have to have it here at the meeting. Then these next 5 maps show the annexation boundary. So various portions of Woodruff Road, including the I-85 interchange visible here on the screen. If you want to go through these next couple of maps, just focuses on different areas of the annexation territory, including the Sam's Club property. Next slide. Maravan Business and Distribution Park. The southern end of Maravan is also on this screen. Got Smith Hines Road, which is another bridge over I-85 or 385, excuse me, as well as Contender Development there at the southern tip. We've got the shops at Maravan Shopping Center, which includes Dave's Hot Chicken and several other businesses within that area, and then various other properties along Woodruff Road as well. So the proposed zoning on the next map is a combination of BG, BH, and IX, which are zoning districts inside the city of Greenville. And there are more details that we will go over for the annexation as a part of the ordinance reading later this evening. So services to be provided by the city upon annexation are single-family, duplex, triplex, and residential weekly solid waste, recycling collection, and street cleaning, as well as other public work services. They will also be subject to the city's jurisdiction for police and fire coverage. They'll receive planning, permitting, and engineering services, and participate in municipal elections. Here are the associated taxes and fees. These properties are currently in Tax District 790 and will move to Tax District 500, which is for the city of Greenville. With that, Mayor, I will turn it over to you to conduct the public hearing.
Okay, thank you very much. There's the public hearing, so if anyone wishes to speak on this matter, this is the time to do that. Okay. All righty, so concludes the public hearing. Thank you. Now we are ready for the consent agenda. Madam Clerk? We have a motion and a second on the consent agenda.
So moved. Second.
Motion. Second? Did I hear it? Okay.
I said second. Sorry.
Okay, clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember DeWorke.
Aye.
Councilmember Fleming.
Aye.
Councilmember Brazington.
Aye.
Councilmember Belge.
Aye.
Councilmember Dow.
Aye.
Mayor White.
Aye. Okay, regular agenda 14A.
An ordinance to rezone approximately 5.06 acres of real property located on Fork Shoals Road from RHB to IG.
Okay, is there a motion? Motion, is there a second? No, second?
Second.
You may have a second for discussion if you.
Yeah, for discussion.
Do we need
purposes.
discussion?
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
So this is sort of an item that's come back to us a number of, well, not a number of times, but we deferred at the last reading. And just as a recap, this property was annexed from the county into the city a little over a year ago, June of 2025. It sits at the perimeter of SCTAC. It was zoned residential in the county. We annexed it and zoned it residential in the city, which is general procedure, right? A like for like zoning. My understanding is while there was an intent to develop as residential, an unforeseen requirement by REWA caused that to be not feasibly possible. This property is fully wooded. It does have a slope to it. Mr. Derone has done some great work in outlining that, and I appreciate you being here. Nonetheless, it does drain towards a creek fed from Conisty Park. And it's really an issue of philosophy for me, and this is why I'm opposing it. That we annexed it in as residential, and residential is a priority for the city. We recognize we need more housing at all levels. Residential won't work on it. It could serve certainly to serve our green space priorities. It's fully wooded next to our cherished Conisty Park. That doesn't work for the property owner, and I understand the property owner has been, everybody opens the conversation with, he is delightful to work with, which, believe me, isn't something we always hear, and I really appreciate hearing that over and over consistently. When it came up for second reading, we tried to find a pathway forward to find another site for the property owner. He wanted to develop it to park his industrial vehicles on. And so our economic development group has worked hand in hand with him over time, along with Mr. Derone, to try and find another site within the city zoned for such. And that has not been successful. So here we are. It is a parcel that I can't in good conscience support rezoning to industrial from something that was annexed with the intent of residential, serving one of the city's priorities, with the prospect of being kept as green space, which would also serve one of the city's priorities, but certainly not as a surface parking lot for industrial vehicles that would discharge ultimately into this creek. You know, I think everybody tried really hard on it, and I appreciate everyone's efforts. I know there are a number of partners interested in purchasing the property from the owner to preserve it. However, they, like the city, are limited to appraised value of the property, cannot pay a premium for that. So that's, you know, that's a decision point for the property owner. But because of those reasons, I will be voting no tonight. But a deep level of thanks, not only to the business owner, but also to our staff that has worked very hard to make this work for everybody. We just couldn't get to it.
Okay. Any other comments?
I'll just add in, first of all, John, thank you so much for being here, and appreciate your client as well. I'm always I think everybody on this dais understands, a lot of people out there know, I'm always someone that tries to get to yes. And if you can't get the yes, try to find an alternative pathway to find a solution. I'd love to just see, you know, what other opportunities we have, but I think we may have ended up exhausting those. So I think for all of us up here, we do try to find a pathway to yes, or at least a pathway to an alternative instead of saying no, because I think we all have the personalities up here, especially with good people. We have the personalities up here of trying to find a pathway forward. I don't think we have found one. Because of that, I would love to defer, but I don't know. I think if you defer, I'm not sure we might just end up same place in a month that we are today. I'm disappointed we couldn't find a path forward with it. So.
Yeah, I was just going to echo the same. I mean, we have our 2040 plan to go by. We have future land use. I mean, for the case of the exercise, like, is there an ability to, when something goes to be annexed in the city, look a little more critically at the flu, and we have to go by residential to residential, and also just for practice, why was the original staff recommendation for this if it doesn't quite fit with the change?
Sure. So a couple points there. It's usually kind of a like for like rezoning. It's not always the case. For a lot of our annexed areas, there is no future land use map recommendation. So we look at a variety of factors, kind of existing development patterns in the area, growth trends, as well as some of those future or some of those existing like major uses, balancing the nature preserve with the location at the end of the SeaTac runway there. And so going through our analysis, the work that they would have to go through with the Aeronautics Commission for eventual site approval, staff did recommend approval, Planning Commission supported that recommendation, and then the obvious concerns over rezoning to industrial here at council.
So maybe if it's not always having to be like for like, I don't know, maybe we could do like a post-mortem on this a little bit and see how when something's annexed, do we create an additional parcel? I mean, I don't know if you have to adopt a whole new flu every time a new parcel, you can't do that. But, you know, something to make sure we don't end up back in the same space. But I really appreciate staff's work on this too, and council as well.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, well, clerk will call the roll.
Councilmember DeWorke.
No.
Councilmember Fleming.
No.
Councilmember Brazington.
No.
Councilmember Belge.
No.
Councilmember Dow.
No.
Mayor White.
No. Okay, thank you very much. 15A, new business, first reading.
An ordinance to appropriate $38,098 in the miscellaneous grants fund for the FY 2025 Edward Byrne Memorial Justice Assistance Grant Program.
So moved.
Second.
Motion second. Clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember DeWorke.
Aye.
Councilmember Fleming.
Aye.
Councilmember Brazington.
Aye.
Councilmember Belge.
Aye.
Councilmember Dow.
Aye.
Mayor White.
Aye. 15B,
An ordinance to appropriate $8,279,571 in the utility undergrounding fund for the Augusta Street Undergrounding Phase 1 project.
So moved.
Second.
motion and second. Clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember DeWorke.
Aye.
Councilmember Fleming.
Aye.
Councilmember Brazington.
Aye.
Councilmember Belge.
Aye.
Councilmember Dow.
Aye.
Mayor White.
Aye. Do want to make one comment. This is certainly one of the more significant burial of undergrounding we've done some time now. So I'm pleased we're finally making some progress on that on Augusta Road. So thank you. 15C,
An ordinance to abandon a portion of right-of-way on Spartanburg Street, AB 3.
So moved.
Second.
motion and a second.
Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
If you just allow me just a moment that I do think we continue to need to look at this part. This is not Spartanburg Street, but
Yeah.
just this part of Stone Ave. We need to continue looking at, City Manager, I'll keep beating the drum of continuing to need to look at that section of Stone Ave where it's, 11 feet wide or 12 feet wide and big old trucks going down there. So lots of solutions unrelated to this, but appreciate you and Clint continuing to look at, seeing what we can do there.
It might be harder than 14A to find the solution. I don't know. Okay, clerk will call the roll.
Councilmember DeWorke.
Aye.
Councilmember Fleming.
Aye.
Councilmember Brazington.
Aye.
Councilmember Belge.
Aye.
Councilmember Dow.
Aye.
Mayor White.
Aye. 15D,
An ordinance to annex approximately 0.18 acre of real property at 41 East Fifth Street and 0.02 acre of adjacent right-of-way, and to provide the zoning designation of RNA.
So moved.
Second.
there's a piece of it on the edge of the city. Okay. Clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember DeWorke.
Aye.
Councilmember Fleming.
Aye.
Councilmember Brazington. Councilmember Belge.
Aye.
Councilmember Dow.
Aye.
Mayor White.
Aye. 15E,
An ordinance to annex approximately 0.51 acre of real property at 200 Minus Street and 202 Minus Street, and 0.15 acre of adjacent right-of-way, and to provide the zoning designation of RNA.
So moved.
Second.
motion and second. Clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember DeWorke.
Aye.
Councilmember Fleming.
Aye.
Councilmember Brazington.
Aye.
Councilmember Belge.
Aye.
Councilmember Dow.
Aye.
Mayor White.
Aye. 15F,
An ordinance to annex approximately 87.46 acres of real property and 47.60 acres of adjacent right-of-way comprising the area partially commonly known as Maravan Center, et cetera. And this is AX 21-2026.
So moved.
Second, and I have a question.
motion and second. Question?
A question. Can we get the aerial view up, Michael? Okay, question for you. When you look at the Maravan Center area, the teeny tiny green dot in the middle. Are you with me?
I see it.
What's the story there?
Is that a cell tower? Yeah, it's usually a cell tower or a billboard. This one's.
So it doesn't count as being annexed in with everything else?
So that will stay in the county.
Well, I hope nothing goes wrong with it.
Mr. Mayor, I too have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So assuming this item passes council momentarily, sizable acreage wise,
where does this fall in terms of annexation considerations historically in the city of Greenville? It's a big proposition.
So this represents our largest annexation, exceeding some of the other previous ones that we've done in recent years, including Cherrydale, Cemetery. This actually crosses us over the 2 square mile mark since we really started focusing on annexation efforts back in 2021. And that's a huge kudos to the whole planning team, city attorney's office, city manager, city council, and then all of our departments that go in and provide permitting and public work services for these annexed territories. So really pleased to be able to bring these to you and then to be able to provide those services after the fact. And I do want to also, of course, recognize Austin Rutherford for all of his work in particular.
It's like the Super Bowl of annexations, right? Keep it the theme of the night.
That would be true, yes. That's right. Thank you, Austin.
Wait a minute, let Austin stand up.
I know. Austin, stand up,
Austin.
Austin. All right, there you go.
Oh, come on.
Just yeah, the people have just worked on him and just gave him pure H. Bless his
I mean,
heart.
sometimes he brings us like 0.25 and all that kind of stuff, you know? So this is really,
Good work.
yeah, this is the Super Bowl.
Every little bit.
Yeah, clerk will call the roll.
Councilmember DeWorke.
Aye.
Councilmember Fleming.
Aye.
Councilmember Bracington.
Aye.
Councilmember Belge.
Aye.
Councilmember Dow.
Aye.
Excuse me. Mayor White.
Aye. Okay, thank you very much. 15G, we got a few more annexations to do.
An ordinance to annex approximately 0.16 acre of real property at 101 Mason Street and to provide the zoning designation of RNA.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Here's all off traction. Okay, clerk will call the roll.
Councilmember DeWorke.
Aye.
Councilmember Fleming.
Aye.
Councilmember Brazington. Councilmember Belge.
Aye.
Councilmember Dow.
Aye.
Mayor White.
Aye. 15H.
An ordinance to annex approximately 1.20 acres of real property at 111 A Street and the streets that are listed before you, and 0.36 acre of adjacent right-of-way, and to provide the zoning designation of RNA.
So moved.
Second.
Motion second. Got your map on this one to roll up? There we go. Yeah. Tip in. Clerk will call the roll.
Councilmember DeWorke.
Aye.
Councilmember Fleming.
Aye.
Councilmember Brazington.
Aye.
Councilmember Belge.
Aye.
Councilmember Dow.
Aye.
Mayor White.
Aye. Okay, 15H.
An ordinance to annex approximately 0.11 acre of real property at 22 Draper Street and to provide the zoning designation of RNXC.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Clerk will call the roll.
Councilmember DeWorke.
Aye.
Councilmember Fleming.
Aye.
Councilmember Brazington.
Aye.
Councilmember Belge.
Aye.
Councilmember Dow.
Aye.
Mayor White.
Aye. Okay. That it?
Staff reports.
We're exhausted.
I know, but this is some more good news. So if you can just give me a couple more minutes, Mr. Mayor, I have several recognitions to share with you this evening. First, I'd like to recognize our GreenLink employee, Kat Moreland and William Flake, and Kat's here with us tonight. Kat, who is GreenLink's Finance and Compliance Administrator, was named to Mass Transit Magazine's annual 40 Under 40 list. Yes. Congratulations. The list honors individuals in the mass transit field who have shown the capacity for innovation, demonstrating leadership and a commitment to making an impact in transit. Kat has 18 years of experience in the transportation industry. Before joining the GreenLink team in August of 2025, she spent more than 13 years as Senior Associate Director of Parking and Transportation Services at Clemson University. And we're so glad to have her here. Congratulations.
Nice.
Next, William, who is GreenLink's Transit Projects Coordinator, has been named the 2026 Support Staff of the Year urban system by the Transit Association of South Carolina for his extraordinary impact on Greenville's transit system. In just 2 years, William has accelerated ADA-compliant bus stop upgrades, improved system-wide on-time performance, modernized rider information tools, and introduced the innovative afternoon in-sync program that dramatically reduced missed connections. So congratulations to William also. I also want to recognize the Public Works Department and specifically the Solid Waste team, who recently received 2 national recognitions for excellence in solid waste management. First, the Solid Waste Division received the Safety Award for Workplace Wellness from the Solid Waste Association of North America, recognizing its commitment to employee safety and well-being. A large part of the award was based on our citywide wellness and safety programs. In addition, the division received the Tim McClure Award for Outstanding Corporate Leadership from the National Recycling Coalition, honoring its leadership and measurable impact in recycling, organics management, and advancing a circular economy. These awards recognize the dedication and innovation of the Public Works Department and its Solid Waste Division, housed here, to highlight Greenville's commitment to workplace wellness, sustainable resource management, and exceptional service to the community. Congratulations to our Solid Works team. Mr. Mayor, I think we saw tonight just what a great team of city employees that we have here and what they commit each and every day to providing outstanding community and public service. And I could not be prouder to work with the amazing individuals that work for the city of Greenville. So thank you.
Awesome. We're proud. Thank you. If you don't mind, Madam Manager, I want to recognize James Keel, helped bring to bring to Greenville, the South Carolina Public Transportation Association. Is that right?
Transportation Association.
First time in Greenville they've ever met, so that was a great thing. And James is president, so they may have something to do with it. You know, we appreciate that. It's an honor to speak to them. And Clint, where are you? Can you tell everybody about the conferences? We have one of the largest conferences perhaps ever to be in Greenville.
Big deal.
And they're here now everywhere, and it's a good story to hear in light of our new downtown conference center we hope to build, because this may be a little hint of the future to come. So tell everybody what.
Yes, so this is hosting, SCDOT is hosting the SASHTO conference. It started last Friday, went through the weekend, lots of events and networking activities and events and that sort of thing. And it runs through Wednesday of this week. But it's essentially about 15 different state DOT organizations throughout the southern region of the United States. It actually extends out to Hawaii and Puerto Rico as well. They're included. But a large number of DOT agency representatives are here, as well as the consultants and contractor community, but somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000 people that are here visiting Greenville, and we're getting so many compliments. Everybody's having a great time, enjoying things, and really getting out and seeing our beautiful city. So,
and you heard that right, nearly 2,000 delegates here for this. They're meeting at the Bon Secours Center, the Peace Center, taking over, I believe, every hotel in downtown.
that's right.
Unprecedented, but just a hint of what our future could look like.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
think about all those people, not only the DOT personnel, but all the contractors and vendors, all those people that have never been to Greenville before.
Yeah.
And now they had, right? I mean,
Yes.
how many people have never been to Greenville and now they've seen what Greenville's
I've talked
about?
to
That's a
probably-
big deal.
Talked to probably 5 people today that says, I've never been to Greenville. It's a beautiful city. Y'all are doing great things here.
So whole southeast is Texas and Arkansas, all the way to
Texas.
West Virginia and.
Texas, Arkansas,
here.
Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, North Carolina, South
And
Carolina,
I sent
Virginia.
Clint a little note yesterday because I did a little welcome to one of the addresses. Basically, where are you up to? And he said, just what we said, networking. Whatever that means, okay.
It's been good though, and they're having a great time. So, and thank you for your help with this, Mayor.
Okay, we look forward to the National Public Transportation Group coming here too, James, in the future as well. We get that group. Thank you very much, Council.
It's 29.